a design home on its land. It makes it very safe, peaceful, both for tourism or indigenous. You're going to like it, you should try it. It is very safe for all. I am looking forward to seeing you in the You will like it, the tourism, the beaches, the lakes, you will love it. I would love to see you.
The main interesting thing about Africa, I think I'm going to be for a while, so that's actually very good. So I want to change to take care of yourself and be that development. I'll go back to the economy.
We are black, we are bold, we are beautiful,
we are strong,
and we are proudly African. That was a nice presentation from Group 2. I will look forward to Group 3 drama. Please welcome Group 3.
My name is Firstly, we write about Africa is the world's second largest and of course second most populous continent, founded by the Mediterranean Sea. To mention few, we have the Sea, Indian Ocean, and of course Atlantic Ocean. We are all countries with different cultures in Africa. And here, my team will be educating us more about the fact in Africa.
Yeah, thank you, Ethan. That was a very wonderful introduction. Actually, Africa is blessed with a lot of things. Just mention a few, I'm going to and highlight this point and interesting parts of that. So, I would like to tell you that while there are several theories regarding the origin of the name Africa, most ethnologists believe that the name is derived from Africa, which is a title like it means a group of people, who dwell in North Africa near the Catholic around the 10th century BC and CA. Then the Roman topic for countries on land, ancient Greeks and Romans originally used the term to apply only to the northern regions of the continent in Latin, and the word Africa means sunny, and the word Afric in Greek means without cold. Again, to tell you more about Africa, the 4 out of 5 fastest land animals reside in Africa, and they include the following: 1, the cheetah; 2, the wild beast; 3, the lion; and 4, the Thomas gazelle. And all of these animals, they can run speed above 50 miles per hour. Isn't that wonderful? With the cheetah reaching a top speed of about 70 miles per hour. Wow. An expert estimates that there are at least 3,000 distinct ethnic groups in Africa, of which, of course, our country, Nigeria, has about 370 recognized tribes within its population. Again, Africa is the second most populous continent. I'm sure you heard it from my colleague. And 50% of Africans are under the age of 25. According to this same experts, we believe that the number of our population will be multiple in terms of, let's say, from the year 2050, we should be having about 2.3 billion population. That's nice, of course. And again, to take you more further, I would like to tell you that Africa and Europe are separated by less than 9 miles at the Strait of Gibraltar, which separates Spain from Morocco. The two countries are discussing, according to the web, they are discussing to construct an undersea rail tunnel to connect the rail system on the two continents. You know, I don't want to bore you, I don't want to give you a lot of facts, but firstly, I said something about ethnography, and I know most people will wonder what is the meaning of it. It actually means a person who studies the origin and the history of words. Please permit me to call on my next colleague here to take you further. Thank you.
Good day to you all. I would like to emphasize more on the desert in Africa. I would like to make it known to you that the Sahara Desert is the world's and largest best desert in Africa, and it has the most harshest environment in the planet. It is the third largest desert all over the world, and it also has a cold part of it. It's bigger than the entire USA, and it has 11 countries. 11 countries at 3.6 million square miles and 9.4 million square meters. Large sections of the desert in Africa are Egypt, Liberia, Algeria, Chad, Mali, Niger, and Morocco. Do you know that Madagascar is the largest island in Africa? It combines and it lies just off the east coast of Africa, and it has the longest land that has 350 miles. It is the largest island in the world. Africa is large than China, USA, India, Mexico, and part of Europe combined. Thank you very much. I hand over to my colleague.
Okay. Like my colleague said, Africa is home to taxes and on the brink. Africa is also the home to the world's largest animal, which is the African elephant, and also home to the tallest animal, which is the giraffe. And to add to that, Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa, and it is the second most largest freshwater lake in the whole world. And Lake Malawi has more fish species than any other freshwater system on Earth. While the Nile River is the longest river in the world, with a total length of 6,650 kilometers. To add to the fact, African continent has the largest reserves of precious metals, with over 40% of the gold reserves, and half of the gold ever mined on Earth was now from a place in South Africa called the East Africa. Sudan has more than 200 pyramids. That's double the amount of pyramids found in Egypt, and yet it's not that famous. Usually don't get about that. And to add to that fact, African continent deals with China. Like China is Africa's top trade partner, with the trade volume now nearing over 200 billion per year. I hope with our few facts we were able to educate you about all this.
Thank you for that wonderful At the end of the presentation, I'm going to be giving out 100 entries I'm asking 2 questions in Africa. If you answer 2 questions correct, you get 100 things each from me. So, without wasting much time, let's give it up for the next group on their presentation. Thank you.
This presentation. My name is Tetu Morrison, representing Liberia. On my far left is Koji, and generally we are going to talk.
The thing is that if we say something is beautiful, we don't use one thing to determine the beauty of something. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of characteristics, there are a lot of values that thing carries before we say that thing is beautiful. We are here today to tell you that Africa is a very beautiful place, based on facts, based on history, and based on evidence. Not to take much of your time, I'll first of all turn the floor to my correspondent from Uganda. She's Kosi, and she's going to be telling us more about Africa. Kosi, good afternoon, and welcome to today's presentation.
Hello people, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today I'm going to be talking on the beauty of Africa in general. Africa is value, is where it all started. Like, we have dwelt here for millions of years. It started with the journey by bringing you the history of African people. African history, written and will be brought to you today by Africa. Africa has the longest history in the world because it is here that humankind originated from. In the past, experts have divided opinion concerning this, but now the debate is closed. Human beings actually originated from Africa and now migrated to different parts of the world. So this program today will be bringing to you the history and beauty of Africa. Africa is the second largest continent of the world, which covers the landmass of 5 landmass of the world. It has many ecosystems. Yes, and it consists of over 50 countries. Yes, it consists of over 50 countries, which of course some of them have gotten their independence. Yes, that is all you need to know. And then Africa is bounded by the Mediterranean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Red Sea. Yes, and it has a lot of beautiful things like our rainforest, our desert. It actually has the hottest desert in the world, Africa. Yes, it has the hottest desert in the world. And Africa has the 2 mighty things that represent the world, which is the desert, like the biggest desert in the world, which is the Sahara Desert, and the longest river in the world, which is River Nile. Yes. Now, Africa has a lot of beautiful things. It has a lot of beautiful things, and I know that today we will be sharing them one by one. Starting from the rich cultural heritage. You have a rich cultural heritage. You guys are coming from Africa, and you have a wealthy natural resources. Are you talking about the breathtaking tourist attractions? Like we have a lot of visitors that come to see to Africa every now and then because they want to have a view of our natural things and to have a view of our beauty.
Yeah.
So my dear, I'll give room for other experts to chip in the beauty of Africa. Thank you.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's Cozy, corresponding and reporting independently from Uganda.
Yeah.
And that was very wonderful. Because of her presentation, I've gotten to understand that Africa owns the highest river. Wow. Largest. That's an amazing. Oh, that's so amazing about Africa. But not to waste much of your time, I will turn the floor over to my correspondent from Guinea. And she's going to tell us more about the different foods of Africa. You know that Africa, as she said, has about 54 different countries. But they are not eating the same food at all. Some may be similar, they will be different, and there will be similarities. So because of the similarity and difference, we will now listen to our correspondent from Guinea, and she's going to tell us more about the food of Africa. Priscilla, good afternoon, and welcome to today's presentation.
Thank you, Maurice, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'll be talking about Africa's dishes.
I think I know this part.
So first of all, before we go into African dishes, let's talk about the meaning of African dishes. So African dishes is actually the mixture of vegetables, cereal grains, meat products, and locally available food. Yes, this is the meaning. And African dishes originated from the Northeast, back in the old days from the Northeast. Yes. So now we are also going to talk about agriculture, because we know that we can't talk about food without agriculture. Yes, agriculture. So agriculture also started from the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians. They started agriculture because I know some people are not aware of this. So agriculture actually started from the ancient Egyptians. So now we are going to talk about the difference between African dishes and international dishes. Why African dishes stand out, and it's actually more better and far better than international dishes. Now, we're going to talk, then let's go like this. African dishes, when we talk about Africa, we have like 200 plus languages and religions. So all these languages and religions, they have their own particular food. They have their different kinds of food, varieties of food in Africa. So we are going to start with types of African dish. We have Nigeria, which is the egusi soup, the jollof rice. Yes. And we have the South Africa, which is the body chew. We have Egyptian, the koshari. We have the Liberian, the cassava leaf. Yes, the cassava leaf.
I think it's from Nigeria. You should throw more light on that.
Wow, I'm even shocked that my correspondent from Guinea even knows that we eat cassava leaf in Liberia. Wow, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. Yes, the cassava leaf is something that we use to make soup. And usually give rice. And let me just give you a hint on how we do it just shortly. We usually ground the cassava leaf. After grinding the cassava leaf, put it in the pot,
It's red oil. It's ready to eat rice. So I'm even shocked. To be sincere that my correspondent from Guinea, no, I'll eat cassava leaf in Liberia. That's amazing. That's amazing. I will love that. Don't worry, very soon.
So we also have the Cameroon, the Pome, the Cote d'Ivoire, the Aloko, South Africa, Boboti, Botswana, Delhi. And thank you very much.
So she's Priscilla reporting live and direct from Guinea. When we talk about dishes of foods of Africa, you understand that there are varieties of food because as we have different religions have their own different food. When we go to Liberia, as everybody was shocked now that we eat cassava leaf, we also be shocked that we have something we call tobogi. Yes, wow. We have something we call tobogi. We have another one that we call beta ball. Don't get confused.
Someone was telling me something about Liberia preparing a dish with semovita.
Yes.
And making it like just like a soup or something.
And that is just how we do our semovita. You know, I was shocked when I got in Nigeria and then we were using semovita to swallow and do other stuff. Because when we want to use the semovita in Liberia, we will put the semovita in a pot, pour enough hot water so that Semovita can watch. We put milk. We put sugar. If it gives us chance, we won't break the fresh egg, put in it, use bread. Use bread. So, it's so amazing that Africa is blessed. Africa is blessed. So, not to take up much of the time, television viewers, if you're just joining us, we are talking about the beauty of Africa in general. So, we'll now turn the platform over to my correspondent all the way from Nigeria. Wow, Nigeria. And he's going to tell us about the culture from Africa. Because you know, Africa is very strong today. Africa is alive because of our culture. Bestial, good afternoon and welcome to today's presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison. Thank you for the smile. I love you. So, my correspondent Kofi actually developed that. They are also spoke along the African people, and I would also like to talk about the African culture. And I think they've actually done something about the African culture because the African culture comprises of the language, the art, and every other thing. So first, I would like to start by defining African culture. So what is African culture? African culture has to do with a sum total of shared inclinations and capabilities, beliefs and morals, codes and practices that characterize Africa. So when you look at this definition, you discover that our beliefs, our art, our languages are embedded in this definition. And so you see that culture is actually the heritage of Africa. Africa is a very beautiful place with many countries. And one interesting fact about Africa is that every country also has different cultures. Like within a country, the states, or let's say the counties there, they have different cultures. Yeah. So now let's talk about my country, Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have over 250 people. Wow! Yeah. And these people in that country, different cultures. They speak different languages. I mean, you know, we talk about the Magi, we talk about the Tea, we talk about the Igbo, the Hausa, the Yoruba, like, I don't think so much like that. How many does Liberia? Liberia just have 16 schools. So in my country, Nigeria, you know, it's the most popular. And we are the giants of Africa. No, not like the tree. So now, looking at this, one thing about Africa is that despite this variety of culture, you know, we have actually found a way to bring together this culture, to build a future and a social and economic development we look forward to. Because we believe that there is a type of Africa we want in the year 2060. The Africa we all want. You know, we are tired of these this myth and this picture about we Africans. So we think we want to step outside the box, we want to do something different. So this is what we are working on in Africa. So we believe that come 2063, the Africa we want will actually emerge. So, all right, so looking at Africa, looking at the culture now of Africa, so we look at the tribes, we look at the art, just like I mentioned, the food. So when you look at tribes, there are many tribes, major tribes in Africa. So you can never talk about the tribes in Africa without mentioning the Chinese people. Yeah, the Chinese people of South Africa. This is actually the largest ethnic group in South Africa. They stay around the Do you know that, like, yeah. And then there's something spectacular about it, you know. I don't even see no movies. They are cultural. Their music, their beats, everything, just natural. They are so into their culture. Sometimes I think it's like this love of man. Sorry, we are I just think something like that. But I think it's their culture and they have to continue to stay. So also look at the Maasai people. These people start in the Rift Valley of Kenya and Tanzania. If you want to know the world of the Maasai man, this is by into rearing of cattle. So if you want to know the Maasai man, just check the heads of cattle they have. That is how they measure their work. So if you don't have enough heads of cattle, then you're not a four. Wow. So imagine that. Or in my country, Nigeria, man, you don't have a house, you don't have a luxurious car, you know. I think you're supposed to be like that in the world. Not about cows. I'll be honest. So for them, that is what they used to measure wealth. And you see, this is just the frequencies and the differences in some of it. So and then when you come to the southwestern part of Ethiopia, there are about 50 ethnic around the region. And then, for this reason, it's very beautiful place, and I recommend it to my viewers. You can visit there in the southwest part of Ethiopia. Very nice place, I've been there once. Yes. Well, one thing about that place is that if you actually go, you're actually going to enjoy yourself. But there are much restrictions because they don't actually want this westernization issue to infiltrate. Yes, they don't want it to infiltrate and scatter their culture. Because I think not really actually. Yes, actually they've not, because Ethiopia was not in line. You understand? So that's the African country that's not in line. So they don't stop this westernization issue. They still love the culture. African like so that is it, like they think it's the best. And I think one of the things that have helped sustain the culture of Africa, though this has an advantage and disadvantage, is the fact that they use this traditional oral practice. I remember growing up, my grandfather then would always sit me down in the evening times and tell me stories about things that happened in the past. So,
That's my new life.
So that is how we do this thing. And you see, it's going out from generation to generation and generation. So it means that it is only we that get to understand it. So for people that want to write about us, don't always have access to this information because it's not easy. So thank you.
Thank you, Bestel, for the culture of Africa. And there are a lot of culture of Africa. If we want to go deep into the culture of Africa, that means that we won't be able to leave this place. So before we conclude, let's now listen to our correspondent from Cote d'Ivoire that will briefly talk to us about the various mountains of Africa. Welcome to the show, Julius.
Thank you, everyone. Like I said, I'm from Cote d'Ivoire. Like my correspondent said, Africa is indeed the second largest continent and is located at the South Europe and borders by the west, by the South Atlantic, by the east, by the Indian Ocean. Now, the African continent has 11% of the world's mountains and 20% of Africa's total surface area is made up of mountains. Can you imagine that? Mountains everywhere. Okay. And the mountains cover an estimated 3 million kilometers per square of the African surface. Yeah. So to cut the long story short, without boring listeners, I think I need to go straight into how many popular mountains that can be found in Africa. We have about 10 popular mountains, which I know we all know about in Mount Kilimanjaro.
which is also known as, the roof of Africa, the tallest mountain in Africa. You get what I'm saying? And I think the second mountain is the Mount Kenya, which is the second mountain of Africa, which is known as the place of light. And the third mountain is Mount Kenya, Uganda, and part of Democratic of Republic of Congo. And the fourth mountain is Mount Meru, Tanzania. It is the second largest mountain in Tanzania. We have the fifth mountain, which is Mount Sinai in Ethiopia. We have the sixth mountain, which is Mount Karisimbi. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda shares this mountain. And then we have the Mount Elon, Kenya and Rwanda. It's located in Kenya and Rwanda. We have the Mount Rubicon, which is located in Morocco. We have the Mount Buddha, which is located in Ethiopia. We also have the Mount Choka, which is also located in Ethiopia. Also, mountains can be found in some other African countries, such as Algeria, which has over 27 mountains. We have Madagascar, which has almost 8 mountains. We have South Africa, that has about 10 mountains. We have Cameroon, that has about 4 mountains. We have Gabon, that has about 6 mountains, which are mainly Atlantica, Okuruku Hills. We have the Mandera Hills, we have the Urban Hills, we have the Shukula Hills, and we also have the Shishibi Mountain. In addition, African mountains are not only good for their beauty, but also play a very important role in the continent. It plays an important role as in the economic development, poverty alleviation, life supporting environment and environmental protection for upland and lowland. Now, I think I'm going to sum up this. It also helps in indispensable ecological goods and services and for a significant number of people in Africa. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless the gladiators, and God bless African Empire. I remain
viewers, that is just all the knowledge for today. And then with this fact, we all know and understand that Africa is actually a beautiful place. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been your favorite presenters. My name is Etu Morrison.
Kosi.
I'm definitely cut the board. Thank you
very much for listening to us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're a good soldier, you'll be on battle. You should get home, but not to get home, the back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know the serious, we getting closer, this to be over. The prize is on, I feel it, but you got it all. Believe it, when you're down, get up, if you're down, get up,
Thank you very much. Please, our last 3 groups. 3 groups. 4, 3, 6. So group 3, you ready?
Now we group 3 now.
4, right? 5. Okay. 5. Take the stage, please.
I am Ile, the land. Tí àwọn ọmọ aráyé ń pè ní alákòóyìká. Ọ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ fẹ̀sẹ̀ alákòóyìká. As you all know, that Africa is one of the largest continents. I'm here to tell you a story. This story happened in a faraway land in Africa, which portrays the man and the mystery of water. Come with me to Ilututu, where the whole story began.
Pátápátá ń bẹ́sù, ibi kìlòkìlò là ń bọ́kúta, ìta gbangba là ń bẹ́ ewé ajílẹ̀ kége, à ń bọ́ wọn yẹn lórí ìtẹ́, ikú kì í pẹ̀sà lójú rán, jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ lọ́kọ́ ń dó, pípẹ́pípẹ́ léwu sarán, ọ̀jọ̀jọ̀ kì í ṣòwò, kó má lè rìnàjà, kókókó lára tá ń le, kókókó ní ká máa bá dodo wá.
You two keep quiet.
I'm sorry, my king.
You are hearing me. What do they call you? Woman of thunder. It seems you don't know the kind of person I am. My great-grandfather fought for this kingdom. Where are your fathers when my great-grandfather were fighting for the kingdom?
Adaguma, do not bite the fingers that have fed you when you're fighting. Adaguma, where have your forefathers been when my fathers were fighting for this kingdom?
Go for it.
Adaguma, do not bite the fingers that fed you. Adaguma.
Hold on. When you have a lion in the jungle, I am the lion of the jungle. Even my king knows that my family are one of the most powerful and the strongest warriors in this Ilututu village. Woman, don't step on my tail. If not, I will crush you.
Adaguma, shut up!
Enough!
My king, I'm sorry, but let me tell this man that my fathers were fighting for Adaguma! Do not dare me! I will crush you!
Enough! My king, in my very presence,
I'm sorry, my king.
you will argue and fighting. Remember, two kings cannot hold a kingdom. Remember, the well-being of my people is your priority. If you want,
Adaguma, I will crush you.
My king, it seems this woman don't know what he's talking about. You know me, I'm happy, and I'm strong. I can hold your king. My king, just give give me the right. This woman don't know me. Me! Itakumo! Any appeal, you need you, any appeal, you need you. If you hear me, if one like that hear me, you are another Utah.
Well, yes, I understand the people of literature are waging war against our I want you to fetch the two warriors. I mean, Jamu and the woman like Tunda.
Those two people, they are not, they don't like the listen. They are like yours and cats.
I do not care. I don't care at all. Go and fetch them.
What is going on? My king, you sent for me.
Welcome.
I know you will definitely call me back.
Great warrior.
You have think about what I told you.
I know the king will not send for me. Just like that. I knew somebody like this would be here.
The woman of thunder.
God, yes, you.
Welcome.
I can squash anybody, even as I don't know.
Listen,
My king, I'm hearing you.
I want you to go and fight the people of Lipeji. I don't want them.
My king, it's just like you are telling a lion that all the animals in the jungle are for him. My king, that shouldn't
Bragging
like you.
again.
I'm alone to face the Lipeji and destroy them and bring that their so-called idol of water to our kingdom.
How?
Woman,
Without me,
I'm not talking to you.
You cannot fight.
Listen. Victory is better with you two.
He is just my right
Be
hand.
careful.
my king,
Be careful.
all I know is that I'm going to bring that for you. And I will conquer the world.
I will bring it for you. As I have always delivered every battle you have sent me. And Jakumo, it's just a ball. Thank you, my king.
Thank you, my king.
Iba ooo Iba. Ọ̀dínkùtù abẹ́wẹ́ pẹ́pá. Igi rògbòdìyàn abẹ́wẹ́ lọ́kọ̀ọ́dọ̀. Àríbá ìpàdé bàbá onílé abábá. Ìfọ́ní kọ́ máa gbé ó gbé. Ìfọ́ní kọ́ máa gbà ó gbà. My king.
My king. You're welcome.
Thank you, my king. Kábíyèsí, I could perceive a strange arrowment. Calamity coming into the town of Ilututu as I was in my chamber. The birth of Arabella came to me. My king, what I saw is terrifying.
I've sent the two warriors
Ajakumo, leave it.
already.
Ajakumo,
I think you think
I
this for
said you
me.
should leave it. I brought it.
My king.
I fought them and I won.
I'm back with you. Wow.
My king. You know Ajakmo can just make.
Wow. This is the pot of water. This is great.
My king.
This is the pot of water. This is great.
I brought this.
You've done well.
I destroyed the kingdom.
You've done well, my warriors.
Leave this. You're just a boy. My king. I have delivered this.
My king, you hear from me? You have a lot of horsemen, warriors, both left and right. But with the power that anyone has on me,
Without
that whenever you are fighting a lot of war, this is the word you use. This one is just like an errand girl. She followed me to work and watch what is happening.
Ajakuma,
Hey,
you always know.
everybody knows that he's Jackman. He's the king of the jungle. My priest. Please speak. Like we are for them.
Would you permit me to say what Elireke, the truth sayer, says?
Speak, my priest.
Kabiyesi, this pot of water must be returned to Lupeju.
Never!
People!
Never!
Alright! Epo ò ní ké bí eku. Ẹyẹ ò ní ké bí ẹyẹ.
Never!
Ọmọ ènìyàn ní fún ọ̀bí ọmọ ènìyàn.
My king, wherever I told them good night, I don't go there to tell them good evening.
It's just a pot of water.
This pot of water
It's a
will be
common
my
pot.
temper. This will be an additional power to me.
Take your hands off it.
Woman of the...
Take your hands off it. Ajakuma, this is just a pot of water. Leave this.
Leave this pot for me.
Ajakuma,
Leave this pot for me.
Ajakuma,
Leave this pot for me. Yeah!
Mo bojú odò, ó dákẹ́ rọ́rọ́, èrò ń wọnú ọkọ̀. Mo bojú omi, ó tẹ̀lọ̀ rẹ̀rẹ̀, èmi ti wọnú ọkọ̀. Ẹlẹ́dá máa sìn wá lọ nínú ìrìn àjò yìí. Ká máa sunkún ara wa, ká máa sọ̀kùn ara wa. Water.
For those of you that follow me to Ilututu, it is very important, no matter how powerful you are, patience is the key. I am Ile, which they call Alakoka, but beware, I am Alakori. Water. 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 Water is inorganic. It is natural. White water is white to die. Water can be a good substance to your destiny. Water came in existence before men. I still remain Ile, land. Alakoka, I am Alakori. See you another time. Thank you.
I never know whether or this person or the liquid to come and get their pot of water. But then no come. That was the one. So we're having without further ado, can we welcome the last